Hey everybody, welcome back. There's a couple things we're going to be learning today. One is a brief overview of burial mounds in Minnesota, and then learn one way to review for our chapter test, which is coming up on Monday, September 30th. So what is a burial mound? Here you can see an example of one that's in St. Paul, or actually two. And burial mounds are found all over the United States, and there are many in Minnesota. And you can see all these red dots. These are burial mounds. A burial mound is a sacred site for Native people. It's an ancient burial place for the dead. Burial mounds are found all over America and vary in size and shape. They often look like small hills, and they take the form of spiraling shapes of serpents. They often contain artifacts and human remains. So here's a painting of one, of this particular one. So sometimes they weave over time, and in fact it's in the shape of a serpent. This is a satellite view of a burial mound in Indian Mounds Park in St. Paul, and you can see that there are many of them. And these are places where Native Americans buried their dead with many artifacts. These are considered sacred places. Here's another view of Indian Mounds Park in St. Paul. So you'll notice it's fenced off. So do you think that they want people climbing up on the mounds? No. Think of it kind of like, would you want people walking around on top of your ancestors at a cemetery? In fact, there were so many mounds by Lake Minnetonka, here's Lake Minnetonka, that there's a town there called Mound, Minnesota, and it was named after all the burial mounds in that area. And Minnesota is known to have an estimated 12,000 mounds, which are the final resting places of Native Americans from about 500 BCE to 1500 CE. And in the 1880s, there were 524 mounds that were mapped along the lake. And right now, there's more than 40 mounds estimated to be around on the lake. And it's considered a very spiritual place. Unfortunately, when settlers came in and started populating, they often tilled over the mounds and took a lot of the remains and artifacts out of the mounds. All right, I'm going to jump to our next thing, and that is I want you to do a little review for our test coming up next Monday. Monday. So if you go into the Thursday, September 26th folder, it'll say Quizlet. You open that, and then there is a assignment that says Quizlet screenshot. It says take a screenshot of a Quizlet score that is 90% or higher, and use the link to open Quizlet to review things we studied in Chapter 2. So you're going to select this link, and then you'll get to Quizlet, the Chapter 2 Quizlet. And what I'd like you to do is use the flashcards, the learn, the test, the match. The writing and spelling and gravity are very much spelling oriented, and it's easy to get things wrong. So I would like you to focus on flashcard, learn, test, and match. And all you do is simply click on them. Let's click on match. Start the game. And here you're timed on matching these terms with their definitions. So let's see, decode a symbol. So let's see, for friendship, grief, and death. So drag the hand over to that petroglyph. Archaeologist, a scientist who studied the past, so drag that. A rock carving made by people, so petroglyph. State a blank, so state a hypothesis, scientific method. What early settlers did to burial mounds, they raided them. Minnesotans were staying longer in seasonal camps around this time, so that was matching. Okay, so play again. Actually, let's go back, and here is the test. And what I'd like you to do is take a screenshot of your final test score after having practiced this. If you go to Options, unclick Written, and let's make sure the question limit is 27 of 27. show the images, all right, and then create the test. I want you to do this after you've practiced some of the other, like the flashcards and matching. So then you create a new test, and then this is one way to study. And then I'd like you to take a screenshot of your score and submit that into this Quizlet assignment. All right? I'll have a great day. Talk to you later.